morning, good afternoon, good day, depending on where you're watching me from. Let's have the first person to comment in the house. First person to comment. Who's the first person? First person to comment on the live stream. First person to comment on the live stream. It's Asha Avoka is the first person. Double click on the live stream, Asha Avoka. Double click, double click. Liraya is the second person. Who has not comment? Who has not liked Asha Avoka? You have not liked the live stream. Double click on the like on the video. Asha Avoka, do that. Hi, how you doing? Sleraya, double click on the video. Have you double clicked? Who hasn't double clicked? Who has not? One of us haven't. Double click. No. Okay, is that Asha Buka clicking? No, I mean double click on my body, any part of my body. That's it. Somebody just did. One person just did. No, I need you to double click on my body. If we are two, that means it's supposed to be three. Asha Buka, have you double click on the video? On any part of my body? Yes, you did now. I think you did. That's it. That's it. Thank you very much. How you doing? How was your day? Sleraya, how was your day? I got Sleraya in the building. You just liked it. Okay, Sleraya just did now. That is Sleraya. How was your day, Sleraya? Trust you had a wonderful day. You had a wonderful day. Yeah, how was your day, Asha Boka? I trust you had a wonderful day. These are my people. Let's wait for Isabella D. Let's wait for Karen. Let's wait for good. I have homework due. No worries. So hope it's not too difficult. Which is your favorite subject? Don't tell me it's not French. It has to be French. Ça devient français. Ça doit être français. Oh, science. Science. That's okay. You want to be a scientist in the future, right? I guess. That's great. Asha Buka, what about you? Asha Buka, what about you? Asha Buka, talk to me. What about you? You. Asha Buka, what about you? We get to see you sometimes. Funny enough, I have people of close similar ages on my live stream. Asha Buka, Sleraya, Isabella D, Eden Pereira. You have close ages. Yeah, kind of from my live stream. Asha Buka, Sleraya, Isabella D, Eden Pereira, even backup. They are of common and similar ages. So you guys should connect more. You should connect more of should be able to interact more. Yeah. So Asha Buka, are you there? Are you still there, Asha Buka? Asha Buka, let's see. Let's hear you. Are you still there? Asha Buka. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Asha Buka. What did you say? What did you say? I want the house to be pretty in large numbers so I can drop the motivation for today. The motivation for today. Sleraya, can you remember the one of yesterday? The motivation of yesterday? Do you remember? I am so hungry right now. Oh, so sorry about that. You need to go get food, right? You get something to eat, right? Well, you haven't taken your dinner? You haven't taken your lunch or what? You need to go get something to eat, right? Getting something to eat? You wanna go get something to eat? Mm-hmm. Do you remember the motivation for yesterday? Do you remember? Yes, I'm gonna get food right now. Okay, no problem. I understand that. We understand that. We get that. Where is Salah's Onga? Where is Salah's Onga? Where are you? Where is Harris? Where is Police Place? Oh, I don't remember. Oh my God. Isabella D, are you in the house? Talk to me. Do you remember the motivation for yesterday? Oh no. I remember saying the motivation of yesterday. I said it. I said it. I said it. I said it. No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't forget the motivations. They are strong. I told you every step you took today in the direction of your goal actually counts, no matter how little, no matter how small. Every step you take to your goal actually counts. That's what I said yesterday. So today is another day. So what do you think? We have another good evening, welcome. Now we'll have another day. Another motivation is gonna be on. So guys, I need you to tell me if you're ready. You're ready. Any step you took, that was yesterday's on. Any step you took today towards the right direction or towards your goal is actually counting, no matter how small it is. Today's motivation, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today's motivation is very simple. It says, if you are depressed, that means you are living in the past. If you are anxious, that means you are living in the future. If you are at peace, that means you are living in the present. So the big question is, where are you living? Yeah, I need to get that answer. I need to get an answer. Yeah, that's the motivation for today. Where exactly are you living in? In the past, the future, the present? That the what you do will tell us where you are living in. If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. And if you are at peace, you are living in the present. Where do you live? That's the question. Where do you live? Let's have it in the comment section. Where do you live? Where do you live? In the comment section, please. I need your response. I need your response. Where do you live at the moment? Where do you live? Where do you live? Where do you live? Let's go. Where do you live? Where do you live? Let's feel it. Let's feel it. Thank you for liking the live stream. You're so much amazing. Amazing you. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. So if you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. But if you are at peace, you are living in the present. Where do you live? That's the question. Let's have it in the comment section. Where do you live? So I say I'm living in the present, but if I am doing homework, I'm living in the future. And if I am in Arabic class, I am living in the past. Sleraya, you are very funny. You're a comedian. Uh, so you are living in the present. Sometimes you live in the future. Sometimes you live in the past. Oh God. So I suspected that you're going to make me laugh when I asked the question. I knew it was going to be, yeah. You said I'm here before Isabella. Yeah, today you're here before Isabella did. But if Isabella noticed now, I know before he used to be the first person. You know, at some point it was Johnny B, then became Isabella D. Eden Pereira was also taken, but then suddenly and Karen took over, and from Karen we started having Sleraya. Yeah, let's go. So that's the first person that's commented and has answered our motivational question for today. If you are living in the past, it clearly shows that you are energy. That's blue in the building. That's welcoming Blue in the building. Blue Creeper, welcome. We have the daily motivation for today. Remember, yesterday we said every step you take towards your goal actually counts, no matter how small. Every little effort towards your goal actually counts, no matter how small. Today's motivation, Blue Creeper, listen to it because you need it to answer the question. It's a motivational question. It says that so that's a he blue. Yeah. The question today it says I don't know if blue is still there. Blue, are you still there? I want to be sure blue is still there for us to ask a question. The question is yeah, it's still there. So today's motivational question says it says if you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. But if you are at peace, you are living in the present. The question now is, where do you live? So Sleraya has answered for us. Where do you live, guys? Let's have it in the comment section. Let's go. Ensure you double click. Blue Creeper, I hope you have not double clicked on our video. You haven't. You haven't. No, I don't think so. You haven't double clicked on our video. Double click, double click, double click, double click first. That's the first thing we do before. Yeah, double click on the video first before you connect. Before you connect, double click on the video. Let's see it increase. Blue, I used to with her. You did it. You just did it now. Thank you very much. So, guys, if you haven't double click on the video, double click so we can continue and answer my question. I said if you are depressed, you are living in the future. You're anxious, you are living in the. I mean, you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the. Yeah, thank you. Another person just liked the live stream. If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you're anxious, if you um at peace, you are living in the present. So where do you live? That's the question. Where do you live now? Where do you live? Let's see the answer. Thank you for liking the live stream. Karen, just said hello. Hope you're doing well. I'm awesome. I'm doing awesome. I'm doing well. How about you? How are you doing? So where do you live? That's the question. That's the ruling question today. I'm at peace. God always has my back. Guys, my back. Awesome. Awesome. That means you are living in the present. Yes, blue is living in the present. Blue is living in the present. That's what she is saying. Okay, Karen, did you hear my question? The motivational question today says if you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. But if you are at peace, you are living in the present. That means the question should not be where do you live? That's the question. So before you answer my question, double click on the video. I want to have new likes because we have new people coming in. Karen, have you liked the video? Did you? Did you double click on the video? Double click on any part of my body to like the video. Let's go. Let's see those that are double clicking before you answer my question. Let's see your answers in the comment section. Let's go. Double click on the video. I can't see any increase. I cannot see any increase. Yeah, 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 yeah. Double click on the video. Let's see increase. Let's see. Who is double clicking? Who is doing that? Okay, who is double clicking? I can't see any increase. Blue says, I can't worry about things because every little thing's gonna be alright. Every moment was chosen by him. Oh my god, I love that. I love that motivation for today. Yes, it's adding up. Blue, it's adding up. It's adding up. Double click, we're increasing. Double click, double click. Oh my god, who are the people we have in the house? Double click. And Karen said, I'm living in the presence. I always like when I just joined. All right, that's good. You always do that when you join the live stream. That's what Karen is saying. Anytime she joins the live stream, the first thing she does is to double click on the video, and that's what we want. Who is double clicking? We have more people than the likes. Who is double click on the video before you answer my question in the comment section. Let's go. Increase it. Increase the likes. Increase the likes. Ooh. Who do I have? Who's doing that? Who is doing that? Let's see. Let's see. I'm sorry. I always forget to click. Aha, you did. Blue Creeper, thank you for doing. Thank you for clipping. You click. Yeah, thank you very much, Blue Creeper. Thank you, all some people. We still have more people than the likes. We have more people here. That means some people do not want to like the live stream. Double click on the video, please. I beg you. 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 Please, please, please. I beg, please. Hello, Blue Creeper. That's coming from Karen. Double click, please. We are more than the likes. Why now? What now? Please, 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 please. Don't forget the motivational question for today, and it's coming from the charge that if you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. And if you are at peace, you are living in the present. Blue Creeper said she's living in the present, and Sliraya said she is living in the present, but when she has homework. she will be living in the future. That when she has homework, she will be living in the future. And then sometimes when she's learning Arabic, she'll be living in the past. That's very funny, you know. Karen, you haven't answered our question. Let's go. Where do you live? Okay, Karen D. Karen said I'm living in the present. Okay, yeah. So the rest of you, what are you waiting for? Tell us, where do you live? Where do you live? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Don't make it a dull moment. Let's go. Double click on the video. You have more. We have more people than the likes. Yeah, let's go. Please, moderator, always remind them to double click. Always remind them to comment. Always remind them to drop a comment. Always remind them to subscribe to the channel. All right, so we can have amazing time. I'll keep having amazing time together, guys. Let's go. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Depression was creeping up on me in the last couple weeks, but I countered it with a little Jesus and I'm better. Awesome, awesome, Blue Creeper. It doesn't mean that if you're at peace, depression, you are not seeing depression. It doesn't mean that you are not seeing depression. You can be at peace even in the middle of depression. You can still be at peace. You know, if you take the biblical lessons of how Jesus was inside the boat with the disciples. Even in the midst of the storm and everything, there was storm and everyone was crying, what's wrong, what's wrong? And we saw that Jesus was sleeping in the boat. Sleeping is a sign of peace. Sleeping is a sign that, oh, let me rest myself. It's a sign of peace. So the master was at peace, even in the midst of trouble, even in the midst of chaos. That's why you see sometimes some people will be traveling and then suddenly some passengers inside the bus will be kind of feeling uncomfortable, like, oh, the driver is driving too fast or what. Their mind and everything, they are not at peace. But some people will just be at peace. I watched a video of a plane. The passengers in the plane, the pilot announced that somehow there's something wrong somewhere, that you know the plane will be having a hard landing and all that. So people started, being uncomfortable. Some people were praying, some people were shaking, some people. And I saw just about two, three people there. They were just discussing. They were just at peace. That's a sign of peace, even in the midst of trouble. They were at peace. I mean, one would have said, why? Others are shaking. Others say, oh God, oh God, oh God, please don't let me die. Don't let people, fidgeting and doing all kind of things. So the fact that you're at peace doesn't mean you are not seeing troubles. Doesn't mean that there are not depressed situations around you. But the only difference is that you have chosen not to look at those depressing situations. You have chosen not to ponder on those depressing situations. You have chosen not to feed those depressing situations. How do you feed them? When you ponder on something all the time, when you focus on the problem all the time, then automatically you are strengthening the problem. You keep looking at the problem, even if there's going to be a solution. But because you have gazed so much on the problem, it's going to be so difficult for you to look at a solution. Even when somebody tells you about a solution nearby, you will still turn it down. You will still feel like, you don't know how far this problem is. You don't know how big this problem is. I'm telling you that I cannot even do this. Then you are saying that this, that. No, it's not possible. That's what comes to your mind. A depressed person is already almost gone, because there is nothing again you are telling that is comforting. There's nothing you are doing. That's why it's not good to be depressed. It's not good to get to the state of depression, because reassuring words and everything, you just find yourself uh, not picking there, because you are focused so much on negativity. It is why my channel is for positivity. I am conscious about it, and I continuously say it is positive moments with MC Eyes. Positive moment, that means a time you look off your problem, a time you look off your challenges, a time you decide to laugh at challenges. Do you know what it does sometimes? When something bad is happening around you and you're not feeling bad, it makes it looks like maybe the devil will be like, oh, what's wrong with this person? He's not feeling bad. What's wrong with him? I think I should expect him to be crying. I should expect her to be feeling massively bad. But what's going on? Because if the wicked one is to temper with one's life, the first thing it does is to temper with your thinking. And as a man thinketh, so he or she is. That's how you are. You start thinking negative. You start thinking no solution. But if you think that you are a solution, you are definitely a solution. If you think that you are a helper, you're definitely a helper to mankind. If you think that you are big, you definitely big. As a man thinketh, so he is. Let me tell you a story that you know already. Now, this story, paraphrasing the story, a story of the the Israelite, that is in the big book in the Bible, story of David killing Goliath. If you know what happened in that story, it was recorded that, I think it's in the first or second Samuel 17. Yeah, it was recorded that the armies of Israel were actually standing to watch the giant every day. Every day they go to the battle line and look at the giant, they gaze at the giant, which should be taken as their problem right about now. Every day they focused on their problem to the extent that they were able to describe the height of the giant, the length, the everything he was wearing, the measurement. For somebody to know the measurement of something from afar, it tells you how long the person has really pondered on that problem. He was looking at, they kept looking, they knew the measurement of what it was, the helmet he was putting on, everything, every armor, the belts, the key to everything. They knew the measurement. That tells you how long they really wasted looking at the enemy. But see what David did. The first time David saw the enemy Goliath, he just is he belittled him in his thinking and his sayings, in his words. He said, the first thing he did, and he was not even a soldier, he came to give his brothers food. That's what he came to do. He came to give his brothers food. And immediately he saw the giant and what the people were saying about him. The soldiers were saying, this giant, this man is too much. He's going to kill us. He's going to. In fact, the king has even said, anyone who can he can kill this, who can unlife this giant. This is what the king said he's going to do. And David heard that and he said, what did you say the king is going to do to anyone who is able to unlife this giant? He didn't see him as a giant in the first place. He called him uncircumcised Philistine. That's somebody that is not in the sight of God. This one is just ordinary small thing for me to handle. This is not a big problem for me to handle. Guys, double click on the video. You are more than the likes, please. Double click on the video, please. I want you to double click on the video. Thank you. You are doing it. You are doing it. We are continuing the story. We are continuing the story. It's hour of positive vibes with MC Eyes. It's the hour and the moment of positive vibe. Let's always learn to double click, and moderators always tell them when the numbers increase, tell them to double click on the video. Please, 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 let's do that. Like I was saying, I said when David saw the Philistine giant. He was not seeing him as a giant. He was bothered about the advantage that comes to him. If that the king said, whoever is going to be able to unlife this giant, I'm going to give such a person my daughter. So you can see it's been long. David loved women. David loved women right from time, even before he married, when he was single. He said, man, the king's daughter? Oh man. And then he's going to do this, he's going to do that. David said, okay, who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he will be? He belittled the giant. And therefore he went to the king and said, oh, yeah, king, I'm ready to unlife this man, this giant. And the king looked at him, very handsome young man. Why? Well, who is your father? Who is your mother? Are they aware that you are taking these steps? Do you know what it is? We are soldiers. We've been there. We've been trying to. We couldn't. The person we are talking about now is so massive. That's how we see our problem. Sometimes we see the problem so big, and we don't think solution can ever come. We just feel, oh, this thing is going to swallow us up. If somebody see the problem as a mountain, oh, how do I climb? When you have that kind of thinking, you don't belittle the problem. You don't take the problem to be, it's a little thing. It's a little thing. Like Blue said, I was facing some depressing situation, but then I just look at the one who is able to make me overcome, and then that was it all. A little, even if the challenge is still there, but you, in your mind, in your subconsciousness, you have actually overcome it. You have overcome it. It's not like a big deal in your mind anymore. Oh, there is no food to eat. Oh, you say, man, that's good. I'm going to do exercise today. I need to train my body. My body needs to relax. Some part, those organs that digest food, they need to relax. They need to be at rest. At least they've been overworking. Let them also rest for a while. You have converted what was negative into positive. Now you have taken it to be body exercise. It looks negative, but you have in your mind made a positive thing out of those negative stuff. And you'll be surprised. When you start thinking the positive, you'll be surprised. The negative is going to roll away. How do you think? As a man thinketh, so he is. That is usually what we say. So, like I was saying in conclusion, we know the story of how David actually convinced the king. He said, when I was looking after my father's flocks, I was looking after my father's sheep and animals in the feed. I saw the lion, I saw the bear. I unlived the bear with my bare hands. I did this, I did that. And the king said, you said what? You did that? Oh man. Anyone who's able to kill a lion is then a giant, is then a warrior. That was convincing enough for King Saul to say, okay, let's make a try of it. Thank you for liking the live stream. Somebody just did. Thank you. And we all know what was the end of that story. He approached the giant with five stones, five fresh stones, and then, and even before casting the stone, you remember that he said he belittled the giants again. He spoke to the giants as he belittled him. You today, I'm going to cut off your head. Oh my God, that was a direct insult. That means he never saw a giant. Because if you saw a giant, you won't be talking like that. You will not talk like that. He never saw a giant. He belittled him. He just said, today I'm going to cut off your head. And, it's so easy to fight you because you are uncircumcised Philistine. And that was it all. That was it all. That was it all. And the sweetest part of that story that I like is that it was recorded that when he casted or threw the stone, stone at the giants, supposedly giants by the Philistines, but not to David. And then it was recorded that normally when the stone hits the forehead, that's what the big book say. He say he hit him on the forehead. Now, if the thing hit him on the forehead, is he not supposed to fall backwards? He's supposed to fall back because if the hit is hard, is very hard, it's supposed to make him fall backwards. But you know what? He didn't fall backwards. He said he fell on his face. It means that the stone is not the effect of the stone that made Goliath to fall down. Because if it was the effect of the stone, then he would have fallen backwards, not forward. That means God was just behind Goliath and saying, as you say, David threw the stone, my boy threw the stone. As he threw the stone, I gave him a knock on the head from the back, and then he fell flat on his face. So it means that another lesson from that story, and when God is for you, who can be against you? Nobody. When God is for you, that's what Romans says. Romans says, Blue Clipper, you're laughing. He said, I love it. So when God is for you, nobody can be against you. No matter the challenges, no matter the problems you see ahead, when God is on your side, definitely is going to cooperate with you to ensure that the enemy is delivered. But don't forget that he said, if God be for us, who is a question? Who? Not he didn't answer it. He didn't answer it. If God be for us, who can be against you? It's only you that should answer that question. You are the one that can answer the question. And you know that it's only you that can be against yourself. It's only you. God is for you. It's only you that can be against yourself. If you are like David that agreed with God, he became victorious because he agreed with God. Now, unlike the other soldiers, they were just in the army, no agreement with God, no alignment with a powerful source. They were just there looking at their problems every day. And I needed to go read that 2 Samuel 17. And you will like it from verse 1 down. You will just see the story so loving, so many things to discover. They kept looking at their problems every day. It got so annoying that Goliath, the giant, had to tell them, what is this stupid thing you guys are doing? You just stand before me every day looking at me. Why are you looking at me like that? Every day you just keep staring at me. Why don't you go get somebody to stand for you guys and then you can fight me and my people? If you can unlife me, then my people will be your slave. That's what the giant said, because it was getting annoying that you can just come and start staring at me every day as if I'm a TV. Why don't you get somebody to stand as a general for you guys or as your captain? Then when you're able to fight and you are able to unlife me, then of course my people will be your slave. And that's why it was easy for David to do that. When he unlived Goliath, immediately Goliath fell down on his face. David ran to him and took off his own sharp object and used it to remove and separate his head from his body. You can understand another lesson that what David said is what happened. He said it before it happened. That means there are some things you have not seen. You need to say it. That is where positivity comes. That is where positive vibe that MC Eyes is always saying, positive vibe, positive. That's where it comes. You need to first say it before it comes. David has said it before. Today I'm going to remove your hair. That's what he said. I'm going to ensure that I remove your hair from a part of the body. He said it and it happened. Sometimes we just say certain things even if we are not seeing it. You know what? The word says seeing is believing. But God says believing is seeing. That's what the word says. Say, let me see it before I believe. I want to see it. I want to see it. But God believes that you don't have to see it with your eyes. You need to believe it first, and then you see it. You believe and you see it. But the word said, no, I need to see it first. That's what happened to the story of Elijah. Elijah and his servant When the men were against him, they were coming after his life. The servant was afraid. And Elijah to the servant, go outside, you see, giving a sign to those that are for us are more than those that are against us. He never believed it because he never saw it. He kept trying to see many times until God opened his eyes to see. Sometimes believing, or most times or all the time, believing is strategized to come before sin. That's how God sees it. That's why he doesn't joke with believers. Believers. In Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1, it was talking about faith. Faith is the substance of things not seen. Evidence of things not seen, substance of things used. But something you have not seen, that's faith. You've not seen. You call it into action, into being. You call it into being. That's what faith is. That's what it is. It is what it is. That's what it is. It is what it is. You call it into being. You call it into being. It's not there. That's faith. And somewhere down the line, the verses down in Hebrews 11, he said that without faith, it is impossible to please God. You can't please God without faith. That's it. You cannot please God without faith. It's not possible. He said you can't please God without faith. That means to please God, you need to be a believer. Faith is believe. And you need to believe before you see. You don't need to see first before you believe. Only unbelievers want to see first. Only those that are out there want to see first. I just want to see before I know if I can. I just want to see you before I know if I can. I just want to look at what Abraham did. God told Abraham, leave the place where thou art and go to the place where I will show you. He believed. He believed. That was coined and called righteousness. It was taken for righteousness for Abraham. It doesn't mean he wasn't a sinner, but because he obeyed, that obedience without seeing it, he never saw it. He never said, okay, God, you need to show me the place. Let me be convinced. I need to see the land that you see is going to be flowing with milk and honey. I need to see first how big the land is, whether it has mineral resources, whether it has this or has that. He believed. And because he believed, it was called righteousness. This is what I mean. Believe, faith, they work together. So with this little story that I put together tonight to further buttress the evening motivation that says, what is our motivation today? That if you are living in the past, you are depressed. That's what it means. That means if you are depressed, it means you are living in the past. Then if you are anxious, it means you are living in the future. Something has not come, you're already thinking of it. Oh, when will it come now? Oh God, when will my children, you are not yet married, but you're thinking of the children. Oh, when will I now have children? Oh, what if I now have two girls? What if I don't have a boy? What if I don't have a boy child? Oh, what if I just have two boys and I don't have a girl child? How will I be able to do it? I need a girl child. Oh no, what if before December, they get me fired from my place of work? Well, how am I going to leave? What if when you're thinking of the future, you are anxious. You're too anxious. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. And if you are depressed, you are living in the past. Depression is as a result of pondering, thinking of what has happened that wasn't good enough, and you start pondering on it, start thinking of it. And I told you yesterday that life is a race. Life, in the life journey, sometimes you run, you think it's an end already. You know it's not an end, it's just a bend. It's not an end, it's just a bend. You see how it works? Guys, you are more than the likes. Double click, double click. How can you be more than the likes and you are not liking the live stream? How do you want to motivate me? Double click on any part of my body. Anywhere, 2 times. Let's do it, let's do it. Double click. Oh no, what are you waiting for, guys? Double click. Encourage me by double clicking. So I'm going to read the comment section now. Double click, please. I need you to come double click. The comment section. I have and let me start from where Blue Creeper says. Blue Creeper says, I'm sorry, I always forget to click. Okay, welcome. How was the day? Then Karen said hello, Blue Creeper, and then Blue Creeper responded, how are you doing today, Blue Creeper? And not gonna lie, though depression was creeping up on me last couple. Okay, that's I'm trying to read the comment section also, and that's Blue Creeper saying it. And Karen said, we thank the Lord that you are now better. That's coming from Karen. Blue Creeper say, yes, sir. I just remind myself that he's always working all things for good. Oh, man, I like that. He's always working all things. All things are possible. All things are possible. He's always working all things for good. And then with Blue Creeper say, I am HAPPY. I like that. I like that. And say, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That must be for one of the stories I told. You laugh, I love it, and you say your words definitely have power. I like that. Your words, the words that come out from your mouth has power. Blue say faith. Faith. That's belief. Yes, it is. It is goodness. Say, hi, I am goodness. Remember me? Why will I not remember you? That's goodness, our very wonderful friend. In it of recent, you were with us and it was a wonderful time all together. Goodness, how are you doing? How was your day? That's goodness from Belgium, right? Belgium. Yeah, I know. That's Belgium. And he said, I was here a few days ago. I know. I hope you remember me. Said hi. Goodness, did you like the live stream? Double click on the video. Let's see. Double click. Thank you very much. Sam Gloves is in the building. Say, hey, everyone. Sam Gloves friend is here. Thank you very much. Your gloves friend is here. I don't have gloves today to put on. Thank you very much. It's goodness. And Blue Creeper said, no, he didn't. Abraham went blindly on faith. And because God told him to blindly on faith, he never asked any question. He just went on. Just going, and it was counted for him as righteousness. You see, the same Abraham that lied, but it was counted for him as righteousness. Belief. No wonder David went ahead to strike down the giants because he believed that what he who was in him was greater than he who is in the world. He never felt any hello. Go get that bike from Ziva. Go and collect it. So it wasn't a big problem, because of belief. No wonder, despite the many sins of David, he did all kinds of things. God said, he is the one after my whole heart. My own heart is the one after my whole. I have Tamuno in the building. Thank you very much. Tamuno say, good evening, comrade. You are super, Tamuno. Welcome. That's my brother from another month. Welcome, Bob Manuel. Yeah. Karen said, if you become famous today, will money change you? That's the question. If you become famous today, will money change you? It's mindset. Yes, guys, go. Let's answer the question. If you become famous today, will money change you? I didn't see you can write it. That's what I mean. Will money change you? If you become famous today, will money change you? Will money change you? That's a question. Will money change you if you become famous today? Let's go. Yes, what's the answer? What's the answer? Karen, I'm smart enough to know I do not need to be a rich person. Hmm. And Blue says, Blue still on bird. I am a rich person in other ways. Wow, I like that. I like that. To be worthy is not only to have paper possession. It's not only to have paper possession, money possession. You can be rich in many other things. There are many other things that makes a person rich, but not just only money. Yeah, money. Money is not the only thing. Take for example, somebody with, let's say, $2 million may have a problem, let's say health problem, that if he's to go and cure himself or save himself or to go to the hospital, he may spend 1,900, yeah, $1.9 million. You can see that the actual money he has is just $100. You can see. So he has the money that is to treat himself of a very high sickness, but here is another person who has no sickness but has $300. So you can see he's rich. He's richer than the one you think has $2 million. You understand? So sometimes being worthy shouldn't be seen on paperwork, only paperwork. Sometimes it comprises of so many other things. So let's see what happens in the comment section. um Tamuna answered the question. He said, if I become famous, money would change me, but not necessarily in a bad way. Wow. Now, can you tell us what you mean by money will change you? It's someone I'm interested. I'm eager to know. Money would change me, not in a bad way anyway. What do you mean by change you? What are the things it would do to you if you don't if you're not slim before? The money will make you yeah, money will make you big man. And you understand? Okay, I get that. Then Karen said, Blue Creeper, you mean you don't love money? Karen is saying you don't love money? Remember the big book says the love of money is the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. Loving money is not positive, that's negative. If you love money, you're definitely going to be in big problem. Yeah, big problem. I'm telling you, the love of money is the root of all evil. And it's true. For me, I've always been humble, even when I have money. No, you cannot say so. There's a level of money you have in your possession, then you cannot tell if you are really humble. Somebody who is down cannot say he's humble. No, no, no. It's only, I feel humility is not for people who are down. I don't think so. I don't think humility in the actual sense is for somebody who is up but then doesn't function like he's up. Do you get it? Somebody is worthy and doesn't function as if he's worthy. So it's easy for somebody who is poor. You and I say, I'm humble. No, 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 no. Humility shouldn't be for the poor, shouldn't be for people down. I'm not saying you are down anyway, but what I'm saying is that humility as a word should be reserved for those who are high up. Because the poor, those that are down, never know what is called humility until they get the money. When you see some people that say they are humble, when they get a little money like this, what they say, what they do, you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. So I have more comments, very many comments here. Um, Karen said, for me, okay, I have my family, I have my faith, and I have everything. Wow, that's good. That's what Blue Creeper is saying also. Having one's family and having your faith is also a level of wealth. Yeah, I have everything. No matter what you take, I got everything. Who remembers the song? That song that say, the coats of many colors. I thought I was rich. Sitting every piece. I should have not done it. I should have received all my coat of many colors was worth more than all their own. But they didn't understand it, and I tried to make them see. One is only poorly if you choose to be. I know we had no money. I was rich as I could see in my coat of many colors. My mama made for me. Yeah, it's a thing of the mind. And Blue is saying that she's got a family, she's got everything. My family, my faith is everything. I do not love money. Blue Creeper says so. And Karen said, Blue Creeper family and faith is the most important thing in life. Thank you for the compliment. And he said, my Bible told me not to love money. Love is a strong word. And if you have it for money, you're going to do anything to get that money. That's love. I think he should have said the obsession of money is the root of all evil. And that's love. Such love. The love in love in that context is such that you could do anything. You know that you can do anything for who you love. You want to go the extra mile for who you love or what you love. If you see some people buy a new car, some of them will not even want to park it outside. Some of them will want to sleep inside. Some of them, it's everything to them. They could do anything for it. Some people can do anything to get money. That's because they love money. They love money. Funny enough, money does not run to those who actually just love them. Yeah, money doesn't come to you because you love him. Yeah, it doesn't come because of love. Okay, I think it should have been the obsession of money is the root of evil. And Tamuno says, my lifestyle will change. I will start working more for passion. And I think in terms of family, I'll probably use the money to start a family business and hire professionals to ensure it thrives. Hey! That is from Tamuno, the CEO. I already see you as the CEO because you have a family business. That's what I see from here. You have a family business, and then you need to think of the name of the business. Now, I'm giving you assignments. Go and get the name of the business. Start making plans. Don't worry about money. Money, it shouldn't be the first thing you think of. Think of the business itself, the name of the business, everything. Pen them down. You need for the business, not money first. All the things you need. How many staff do you think you can start with? What are the gadgets you think is needed to start? List the gadget one after the other. Think of the mission statement. Think of the vision statement. Write everything. Be writing it down. And also break the business down. If I have I can start. If I have this, then I can add this. If I have this, then I will add this to it. So break it down. Let it be a working business on paper already. It's the assignment I gave it someone, because if you think of it and you have constant will, you will for it, the way will suffice, the will surface. Yeah, the way is gonna show up once you will. That's why they say where there is a will, there is a way. Where there is a will, there's a way. When you're willing, you find a way out. You are so wise, Tamuno. Karen is saying that you are a wise person. And then Blue said, that's my favorite song. I was wrapped in a coat of many colors. I'm clothed in the light. I love that song too. Most time I sing it, but I don't know it by heart. So guys, that's an amazing time we're having today, tonight. It's been a wonderful time together to guys with you guys, MC Eyes, the host, and Tamono, my wonderful friend Blue Creeper, Karen, and what call it, Slay Riot, and it took us to um Sam Glows, where are you? It's Goodness, where are you? I think it was when I was telling stories, so it's Goodness felt I was not responding to her, and maybe they just had to go. But then it's okay. I'm happy I indeed told those stories today. Maybe might have motivated one or two persons today. I want to be doing more of this motivation. I started with it like a song, motivating people, energy. Are you happy? I am happy. And then I noticed that yes, I could actually add up the motivation on daily basis. Never can tell who is going to benefit from it. I'm already getting the testimonies. People are already telling me what happened, this one happened, what you said, you told me the other day that this, and I was surprised this thing happened to me. I'm already getting testimonies already, so it's not a big deal. Guys, so if you don't forget to this motivational question, if you are depressed, you are living in the past. Depressed people are living in the past. They think of those that have done more than them. They think of their failures. They ponder on those things that they couldn't achieve. You get it? They ponder on those things that they are not having. Oh, everybody has a car I don't have. Oh, my car is good. Look at so person has a big car. A lot of other things that you ponder on. Just know when you are depressed, you are living in the past. And when you are anxious, to be anxious means to already be worried about what has not happened. And it is said that most of what we worry about never happen. Most of what we worry about never happens, but it looks as if it's going to happen, and we worry. Later we discover that when we go to that place, or when we go to that period, that time, we never knew how the thing just, you know you may be having an exam ahead, and you are worried, seriously worried about it, and you'll be surprised that, man, the day came and you wrote the exam, and to you it was easy. It was not as you thought. That's worrying over something that hasn't happened. Rather, it is better to fit it. It's better to believe that I can be what I want to be. If I work harder than this, I'll be what I want to be. Let's go. I know I can. I know I can be what I want to be. You have to say that with me. Say that after me. I know I can be what I want to be. If I work harder than this, I'll be what I want to be. Did you say that after me? Did you say that after me, guys? Are you sure you said that after me? We have just a few minutes more on live. Yeah, on the live stream. Did you say that after me? Say that after me again. I know I can be what I want to be. If I work harder than this, I'll be what I want to be. I know I can be what I want to be. If I work harder than this, I'll be what I want to be. I know I can. I know I can be what I want to be. Be what I want to be. If I work harder than this, I'll be what I want to be. Just work and forget about the success. Just work. Keep working and forget about the success. So, guys, it's been an amazing time today. I love the fact that current two questions added to the question of the motivation today. If you got money, what's going to change? Are you going to change? Definitely on positive side, Tamuno says, definitely said some things will change about you. But I say, if I make much money today, I'm gonna be a philanthropist to the core. I'm gonna be a philanthropist to the core. And I've already penned down those that should benefit from my kindness. I've penned them down. I've written the tasks to be done. In fact, I have done a lot on it. What I'm just waiting for is the financial support. the philanthropical agenda that I have for my communal environment, you know, my environment, in fact, is massive. And unlike some people will say, okay, I'll be helping those that are orphans. Mine is unfortunately not so. My Great Impact, I have even opened it. I opened the platform. It's called Great Impact on Instagram. Great Impact on Facebook. It's called Great Impact. When I'm going to be focusing, I'm not focusing on orphans. I'm not focusing on people without assistance. No, I'm not focusing on helping people who cannot pay their house rent. No, I'm not focusing on people helping people who cannot eat, who do not have food to eat. No, I'm not focusing on people who do not have work. And I'm not focusing on them. Then ask me, who are your focus? Ask me. Let me see that in the comment section. Let me know. Yeah, Blue Creeper say, I really enjoyed today. Don't worry, we're going to be having more of it on daily basis. Yeah. Ask me. If you ask me, I know you want me to say it. Who do I want to focus on? Or who are my focus? Ask me. If you don't ask, I know you don't want me to say, then I forge ahead. We're almost coming to the end of the live stream. Amazing success we recorded today, and I'm happy we crossed the benchmark of the likes. The likes today was pretty better than yesterday. So, and I want it to be better tomorrow. I want it to be better tomorrow. So, Karen, moderators, let's make sure that the likes for tomorrow will be better than today's own. Today's own is pretty better than yesterday's own. So if we keep increasing the likes, we'll gradually be increasing the numbers. And when we get there, definitely we will be able to carry ourselves. We'll be able to help one another. We'll be able to help one another, sure. We'll be able to really help one another, especially those that want to grow on this YouTube. When we get there, we'll be able to carry you. We'll be able to carry you too. Yeah, at least steadily have you posted on the live stream. Have everybody go to follow, subscribe to you. Have everybody go to. So I will always be a support system to you guys when we get there. So you do everything to make us get there, so that we can carry ourselves. You get that, okay? So nobody asked that question, so there's no point mentioning it then. I said I was talking about those. I'm focusing on my charity organization. Great Impact is going to focus on is not going to be those that are hungry. It's not going to be those that have no parents. It's not going to be those that have no house. It's not going to be those that have no work, no job. No, my charity and philanthropical moves are going to be on those that are hustling, those that are doing little thing to survive. Those are doing some things that you say, wow, how much does this person make from this thing? But yet he's going out every day to do that thing. Such a person, if he's giving more, he will do more. You get it? Such a person, if he's giving more, he will still do more. If he has a little and he was able to do, and then I'm very sure if he has more, he's going to do far more. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We appreciate it for today. The first person, Asha Abuka, that commented on the live stream, kudos to you. I appreciate you. And every other person that participated were Blue Creeper, Karen, Sleraya, Isabella, Tamuno, and the likes of Gloves. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. You're super amazing. And I cannot always sign out without appreciating my supporters, my support system, those who are part of my family here on YouTube. I want to appreciate you. First on the list is Instalate Mano. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you. God bless you massively. And your account will never run dry in Jesus' name. And then also Johnny B, thank you for the financial support. Though it's been a long time, but then I appreciate. Thank you very much. And then, of course, Neta. Yeah, thank you very much for joining my YouTube family. Thank you for all you do. You're super amazing. I know you're at work at the moment. When you come over see this video, you know definitely that um, I have you in mind. I have you at heart. Thank you. God bless you. Team Comfort, thank you very much for what you do. I appreciate you. And also Blue Creeper, Wesley, Isabella D, Leraya, Karen, the likes of, the rest of you. So many names, I cannot mention you all. Thank you. Bye bye. See you on tomorrow again. Bye bye.